Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night match. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he
puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Trying to set the screen, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the 50, Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Second and 12. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the run, Newton going to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But it's going to be 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Take over
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Kyle Duggar on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down now. Akers down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
23, Cam.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's 3rd and 1.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Akers. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A strong running. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's the first catch of the game for Cup, and he's got a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Rolling to his right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro, Stephon Gilmore. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Patriots nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got White here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something is just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. And they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Left side, a completion to his tight end. Good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Taylor on 1st down. He'll get this to Akers in the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
First and 10.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Rams 14, Patriots 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know, you know.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Johnson with the INT, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. On first down, Akers. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up third and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Rams Patriots 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by John Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Taylor. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Rams 28. Patriots 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Flush to his right. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Hill picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The ball carrier.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. How about the game that he has compiled here? So he has the 2 receiving touchdowns, and now that is his 3rd rushing touchdown. 3 plus 2. 5 total.
I'm telling you, you and your math can't beat you on that one.
Yeah.
You got it down. But how about the...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
He's going to run again. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now a timeout.
Complete to James.
7 seconds left in the first half.
On the pickup.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
The 42-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Cover.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Newton now to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, Newton. And now here's another interception. Picked off by David Lowe. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. But he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 54 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Taylor. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and goal from the 1. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers there to make the grab. And the Rams have got it on cruise control.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 11.
He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. He's at the 30, 10.
What a play.
And off the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, 89 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Rams 42.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll go again here with Akers. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, Akers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Going right back to Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on first down. Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
On 2nd down now. Akers. And some space here. 20. Touchdown, Allen. Cam Akers, 48 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Good.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. That's out to his running back, Michel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Long. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. From the gun, Taylor. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Taylor to throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56. Patriots 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Good.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ballgame and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee.
Taylor on the keeper.
And they will take a knee here.
Taylor on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and
so 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Tonight's final score, Rams 50.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.